nodding heads and things. Yes, excellent, thank you.
Thank you, Lord Provost. That takes you to item 9.4. This is a motion by Cllr Arthur on signage for Scotland's largest historical mural.
Councillor Arthur.
Thank you, Lord Provost. I think the Colinton Tunnel project is something we should all be proud of, and is perhaps something we can learn from. I think with funding from the local community, Sustrans and the Armed Forces Covenant Trust, a community group led by Mike Scott, Eddie Banks and former Ward Councillor Elaine Aitken, who I'm sure many people will remember fondly, have created something that's really special. They've converted what people used to feel unsafe travelling through into what must be one of the top 10 attractions for people to see in Edinburgh. The artist Cllr Rutherford has worked with, along with street artists Craig Robertson and Duncan Pearce, and dozens of local school children to create something which is really is quite impressive. Everybody has a favourite section of it, and for me, it's a small boy picking his nose, and I think that was actually painted by one of the local school children. But with the success that it's created, I mean, they estimate over 1,000 people a day are now visiting it. It has created some minor problems in terms of people find it difficult to locate. A constituent by chance contacted me yesterday. His house is directly above the tunnel, and he said he had caught someone in his garden looking for the entrance to it who had been following Google Maps. So I think it's time to think about signage, both to help people find the tunnel and also to help people who have found the tunnel to find their way to the village, Colinton Village, so they can make use of the local businesses. The motion calls for a report within 2 cycles, but I'd be just as happy if council officers could just get on with this, speak to the team behind the tunnel and also speak to the community council about how to progress getting the signage in place to help support people who are trying to find it. I'm happy to present this motion. Thank you. You're muted.
Thank you. To second the motion, Councillor Key.
Thanks, Lord Provost. Yeah, one of my favourite short, sweet, but very safe bike rides is from my house along the canal and then along the Water of Leith to Balerno. But without a doubt, the low point of that journey was always the trip through the dirty, smelly, unlit Colinton Tunnel, which, as Scott said, is now just fantastic, and it's a real beacon of community project work. It's beautiful. So I have no problem at all in seconding the motion on improving signage, but I would say I would prefer people to go there by foot, by bike and by public transport and not take the car. Thanks very much.
Thank you. I have no other contributions, so we accept the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Provost. That takes us on to item 9.5. This is a motion by Councillor Cameron on the safe reopening of businesses